Hello, welcome to our channel, and in this lecture 3 we are going to discuss about the consciousness. Okay, so before we begin our lesson, you can subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment. Okay, now let us start about our discussion, the consciousness. So in this consciousness we are going to discuss about whether it is defining property of the living organisms or not. Okay, so consciousness, it is nothing but ability to interact with the environment or react to it or respond to it, that is known as consciousness. So all the living organisms has the ability to sense their surroundings or environment and responds to the environmental stimuli. So first of all, we have to discuss about what is meant by stimuli. Stimuli means the change in the environment. So for example, while you are walking on the road, if you listen a horn of the vehicle, okay, that is known as a change in the environment or a stimuli. Okay, so it could be physical, chemical or biological. So first we have to discuss each and everything about it. So what is meant by physical stimuli? Physical stimuli means example sound. Okay, sound is a physical stimuli. And chemical stimuli means, for example, gas or water or any salt or anything. So these chemical substance that gives rise to a change in the organism, that is known as chemical stimuli. So or biological means that occurs, the change that occurs in the within the body of the organism, that is known as biological stimuli. Okay, the organism sense the environment through the sense organs. So what is meant by sense organs? Sense organs means eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. These are the five sense organs in the organisms. So especially higher animals like human beings and some animals. Okay, these are the sense organs that play a vital role in the uh, responding towards the stimuli in the environment. Okay, so example, if you take the plants, plants is also going to show response toward the stimuli in the environment. So whether that is mainly external factors. External factors means that occurs in the nature. So especially light, sunlight is also external factor, water, temperature, pollutants, etc. These all are the external factors. For example, if you expose a light to the plant, so the plant is going to bend towards the let us consider this is the sun and this is the plant. Okay, so the plant is going to bend towards the sunlight. So why? Because it is the phototropism. It means the bending of the plant towards the sunlight, that is known as phototropism. So that is due to the light. Photo means light. So next, water. So wherever the water is there, the roots above the ground, there is a plant. Okay, the roots are going to travel wherever the water is there. So till they find the water, the roots are going to will grow towards the water source. Okay, next, temperature, pollutants, etc. These all are the external factors that are these are the external factors that are responded to the plants are going to respond to all these external factors. Okay, so all organisms, whether it may be prokaryote or complex eukaryote. So what is meant by prokaryote? Prokaryote means the single cell organisms, especially the bacteria. Okay, the bacteria is a prokaryote. It doesn't have any proper nucleus. Okay, the DNA is naked. Naked means the cell, in the cell, the DNA which is there, it is freely floating in the cytoplasm. While in the eukaryotes, the DNA is present in the nucleus, a membrane bound organelle known as nucleus. So this is the difference between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Okay, so they can sense the environment, the sense and response to the environmental cues. Cues means the it is a kind of change. Okay, change that is known as environmental cues. And also for photo period affects the reproduction in seasonal breeders, whether it may be plants or animals and so on. So whether it may be prokaryote or whether it may be eukaryote, they are going to respond toward the stimuli. Okay, the bacteria is going to, for example, in the petri dish, if you increase the temperature, okay, the bacteria is going to respond towards it. In the petri dish, this is a petri dish and it is the bacteria. Okay, and if you place a food material, if this is a bacteria, if you place a food material over there, so the bacteria is going to move towards the food material, whether it may be sugars or any such kind of food material, that is known as response. So it means not only the complex human or complex organisms, but also the microorganisms, whether it may be prokaryote or yeast or what it may be, they are going to respond to the stimuli, whether it may be food material or whether it may be toxic gases or harmful chemical substance or what it may be. Okay, And seasonal breeders, like there are some animals, they are going to reproduce in the particular seasons. Example, if you see the frogs are going to reproduce especially in the rainy season. Okay, they are known as seasonal breeders. Not only that, the plants are also they have a certain time to reproduce. It means certain time to seedling for the flowering and also seedling and so on. So this is about seasonal breeders. Okay. So next, all organisms are aware of the surrounding and capable of handling the chemicals which enter into their bodies. So each and every cell has certain proteins that allow the molecule that allow the chemical substance to enter into the cell or enter outside of the cell. So that is known as handling of the chemicals. Okay, each and every organism is capable of doing that main important function. So the human beings only the organisms who is aware of the himself, that is self consciousness. Human beings can think about themselves. It means they are going to think about the future. They are going to think about whatever things they are necessary. Okay, that is necessary for them. Okay, it means they are self consciousness. So next, the thing is the awareness. In terms of the awareness, we are going to discuss about in terms of the coma patients. So is the coma patients, are they self consciousness or not? Technically, they are not consciousness. Why? Because they are supported, the virtually supported by the machines. So these machines are going to replace the important functions of the organs, whether it may be heart or lungs or what it may be. So these machines are going to take over the functions of these organs, body organs. Okay, and the patients may not regain the consciousness permanently. Okay, so some cases they may regain the consciousness after 1 year or 2 years or 6 months or what it may be, and sometimes they may not regain the consciousness. Okay, the chances are 50-50 or what it may be depending upon the health condition of the coma patient. Okay, next is another thing is brain dead person. Okay, or brain dead patients, they are not alive. The coma patients may be alive depending upon the conditions, but the brain dead persons are not alive. Why? Because the brain is dead and the brain is not functioning at all, and these patients do not have the self consciousness. They cannot think about them and there is no consciousness about them, and they are legally dead. It means they are considered as a dead persons according to the law or legally. Okay, the properties of the tissues are not present in the constituent cells but arise as a result of interaction among the constituent cells. Means in the body there are different types of the tissues, different cells, and these cells and tissues are going to interact among them, and they are going to bring about the consciousness. Okay, and the properties of the cellular organelles are present in the molecular constituents of the cell organelles but arise as a result of interaction among the molecular components comprising of the cell. And these interactions results in the emergent properties of the higher level of the organization. It means they are going to think in the higher level, and they are going to think about the problems that are coming in the future and so on. So this phenomenon is true in the hierarchy of organizational complexity at all the levels. So that is nothing but living organisms are self-replicating, evolving, and self-regulating the interactive systems capable of responding to the external stimuli and so on. So these all are the functions. It means they are going to self-replicating. Why is the main important for the self-replication? Self-replication is important so that the human race or the race of the particular species remain in this planet or continues in this planet. Okay, evolve means the continuous changes in the organisms. So the human beings, if you compare your ancestors and so on, so you are more intelligent than them. Okay, more intelligent when compared with them. Why? Because there is evolution in the human beings. As a result, the new generations are more and more intelligent. Okay, and this is an example for the evolution. Okay, next, the self-regulating interactive systems capable of respond to the external stimuli. It means what they are going to respond over the changes that are occurring in the environment. Okay, all the organisms, they are that is nothing but the present, past, and future are linked to the another by sharing the common genetic material with varying degrees. So genetic material is nothing but in this case the DNA. DNA is a deoxyribose nucleic acid. And not only DNA, in some organisms, RNA, ribose nucleic acids, they are the genetic material. So in our in the human beings, the DNA is the main genetic material, and RNA in some organisms like some types of the bacteria and some in some viruses, the RNA is the main genetic material. Okay, these genetic materials are shared towards the progeny. So this is the parent, and this is the child, okay, or the progeny. So the genetic information is passed from the parent to the progeny. As a result, they are linked in the form of the sharing of the genetic material, okay, with varying degrees. In this case, the changes may occur in the DNA. The changes that occurs in the DNA while transferring the parents to progeny or within the parent leads to the evolution, okay. So these changes in the DNA lead to the evolution of the organisms, okay. And I hope this lecture is helpful to you. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe to our channel. It supports us in providing such kind of educational content. And like, share and comment. Your comments are most important. Why? Because with the help of your comments, we can modify the lectures, and with the help of your comments, we can develop the educational content, and we can provide better content, okay. So, and we will discuss the next topic in the next lecture, okay.